And also he is a skilled labor in performing animal cell culture techniques, which proves his training from Dauber Research Foundation. And also his current area of research is on herbal medicine. His hobby involves storytelling, blogging, and finding out innovations in teaching and pedagogy. He also is a trained person for placement and career development program. He also is an active member in the department who performs many placement trainings and also motivates students for career guidance. He delivers lectures related to career guidance and personal development and tries to bridge the gap between the education and the industry sector. Based on the small introduction about the speaker, I now hand over the session to Mr. Kabilan to deliver his lecture.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vigneshwaran sir. We are like very happy to have you here, and it's like a
Okay.
pleasant surprise for me to hear the speech from you. Yeah, very much. Thank you
Okay.
for being here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. So, um, Priya ma'am, you can like close the screen sharing, so I can start session. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, good afternoon to all the participants present here. So, we have successfully completed two sessions from morning. So, I hope you people are like enjoying the sessions that's like organized through this workshop. So, after having a lunch, so I think some people will be like feeling sleepy. So, I have made the presentation like very short and crisp. Okay, so it's just like 5 slides. Okay, so that's it. So, actually, I'm not going to teach you how to be creative. Okay, so but I'm going to share some tips. Okay, and some ideas on how to uh, improve your creativity. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do in this particular session. Okay, so this is like a very short session, after which we'll be continuing with some short activity related to this creativity also. Okay, so we'll move on to the session directly. Okay, so first, what is creativity? Then we'll see how to unlock your creativities. So first, creativity. So many people will have an basic idea about creativity. So it's not like a very it's not like a jargon, so you can't you can easily understand what is in creativity. So creativity is like acting of turning new and imaginative ideas. Okay, so it's like this particular skill of creativity is actually present to every one of you. Okay, so everyone present here will be having this creativity, but the level of creativity may be like different. Okay, so what is this special character of a creativity? Okay, so creativity is characterized by two things. Okay, so first one is like to ability to perceive the world in new ways. Okay, so it's like we usually say thinking out of the box. Okay, so whatever already is present, instead of going in the same path, sometime we'll try to take a different path. Okay, so if you are having that certain character, then you are like creative. Okay, second thing is like to find the hidden patterns. Okay, so whenever we observe something or we like learn something, okay, try to find some hidden things. Okay, so for example, whenever we nowadays it's like very famous in YouTube. So, okay, whenever there is a movie releasing, okay, they'll be posting a video called as hidden details in this particular movie. Okay, so likewise they'll be like putting a video. Okay, so why this particular thing coming up? Because somebody will feel, so these are some hidden points the director wants to convey to the people. Okay, so those things they are putting as a content in a YouTube video. Okay, so similarly, whenever you are observing something or listening something, everyone will have their own perceptions and their own ability to find the hidden patterns inside whatever they are observing. Okay, so this is the second character of creativity. Third one is to make connections between seemingly unrelated phenomena and to generate solutions. Okay, Sometimes there will be something in one place, there will be something in another place, but you will try to connect this first thing and the second thing, and you have to find a solution. Okay, so the very very famous example is like Newton. Okay, so you know what comes to your mind if you think of Newton? Okay, any idea what comes to your mind if you think of Newton? You can say it or you can type it in the chat box. What first thing comes to your mind if you think of Newton? Laws of motion. Then Apple. Yeah, so two people have typed Apple. Okay, so that's the first thing mostly comes to our mind. Okay, many of us, you would have been forgetted what actually the Newton law states. Okay, so we'll just remember like very small things. Okay, yeah, gravity. But the first thing, usually the picture that comes to your mind is the apple falling over the head of the Newton. Okay, so that's the first thing usually come to our mind. Okay, so how Newton thought about this law or about the gravity? Okay, so he connected two things. Okay, so if we sit under the tree, same tree, and the apple was falling over our head, what we'll be doing? Yeah, thank God, some luckily we got an apple. We'll be eating the apple and we'll be like moving out. Okay, so that's what routinely a common people will be like doing. Okay, even now and then we'll be passing on lot of things. Okay, passing in lot of directions. We come across lot of things, but we didn't explore what it is. We doesn't want to connect it with some other thing. Okay, we'll just observe it and we'll just directly move on. Okay, so this is the routine we are following. Okay, but what Newton did that day, he started thinking about the apple. He didn't eat the apple directly, he just saw the apple and he was wondering how the apple fall from the tree. Okay, so that's how we got the law about this gravity and all these contents that finally came into your physics textbooks. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, so this particular thing we call it as like a creativity. Okay, even this is like a, this is how a innovation is like born. Okay, so usually creativity have two steps. Okay, so the first one is thinking. Okay, so thinking ability. Second one is converting it or like producing the ability. Okay, so whenever we have some thinking, it should be converted into a product. Okay, else it is not considered as a creativity. You can see a point here that I have mentioned. If you have ideas but don't act on them, you are imaginative but not creative. Okay, so that's the difference between imagination, just being imaginative, and also being a creative. Okay, so uh, there is a famous quote. Okay, I want to show you that quote. Wait. Okay, so you can see this quote. Okay, anybody? I hope all of you would have been came across this quote once in your lifetime. Okay, so this is like a very very famous quote, and even my favorite quote from our past, like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. So dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. Okay, so this is like a very very famous one. Okay, so we would have heard from many people, start dreaming. Okay, but what is an actually a dream? Okay, we used to encounter a lot of dreams in during our sleeps. Okay, so that dream is different, and what dream here mentioned is different. Okay, so he itself have given another meaning for the same thing. Okay, about the dreams. So the dreams that he mentioned is, it's not what you see in sleep. Okay, so these dreams that he mentioned is not what you see in sleep. They are the things that does not let you sleep. Okay, so you should have some dream which should not make you to sleep. Okay, so you should start, it should like we will be saying that this dream should be like haunting you. Okay, so it should not let you sleep. So once till you complete that particular job, you should not be able to get sleep. So that kind of dream you should be having. Okay, so this is like the famous quote. So now coming back to the slide. Yeah, so that's what we have given here. Okay, so you should first create your own dream, that is some ideas. Okay, once you have developed an idea, then you have to construct this idea so that it becomes live. Okay, so that it comes to the life. Okay, you have to give life to your ideas. Okay, else there is this idea, whatever you have whatever is developed in your mind is like waste. Okay, so then only you are called as creative. Okay, else it's just an imaginations. Okay, so now, so why this particular topic I have chosen for this particular workshop? Okay, so you can see. I hope how many. I don't know how many of you would have heard about a book called as A Whole New Mind. Why Right Brainers Will Rule the Future. Okay, so this book was released in 2006. Okay, by a author called as Daniel Pink. Okay, so there's if you Google about brains, there will be like two things: left brain, right brain. Okay, so here the book is about right brainers. Okay, any idea about what is mean by left brain? So what part of function is done by left brain? Any idea? Kindly chat, put it in the chat box so others also can know. What are all the activities done by your left brain? I will explain what is right brain. Just put about left brain. Any ideas? You can even Google it and you can type it. Yeah, left brain is for reading, for studying. Yeah. Then anybody, any other answers? Okay, so we'll move here. Okay, so I don't want to waste much time, so we'll directly move to the topic. Yeah, control the right side of the body, writing. Yeah, super nice. So basically, whatever we currently do in our schools and college is typically by your left brain. Okay, for example, what you do, you come to the school or your college, you just uh, visualize whatever is present in the boards or in your PPTs taught by your teacher. You won't uh, solve things. Okay, you will just write down whatever is written in the board. You will just listen whatever is said in the class. Okay, you will, it's like saving the data. Okay, so only the saving part of the data is done by your left brain. Okay, so that is speaking, writing and talking. Okay, so most of your creative part is present in your right brain rather than your left brain. Okay, so left brain is what works mostly for the basic peoples. Okay, all the peoples will left brain will be working to some extent. Okay, so there is no doubt in that, but this right brain is somewhat unique. Okay, so how much of right brain you are going to use? Okay, so that's defines how much creative you are. Okay, so that's what this book is about. Okay, so in this particular book, I am not going to explain the full book. In this particular book, he talks about age of creativity. Okay, so he says that currently we are living in the age of creativity. Okay, so what is mean by age of creativity? Okay, so you can see there are like four ages mentioned here. Okay, so initially once upon a time, okay, so once when there was like no multinational companies, no kingdom, nothing. Okay, so initially we had a thing called as agricultural age. Okay, so farmers are like the top people. Okay, so at the time everybody whoever is like farmers are like the top people in the society. Okay, because they rule the world. Okay, so they invented how to do agriculture, because before that all the people were like hunting animals and they are eating meats, all those things. Then we came this agricultural age. Okay, so the farmers were like the top people in the society. But after that, slowly what happened, this agriculture practices started coming down, and then people moved to the next stage of age called as industrial age. Okay, so in this industrial age, factory workers, so everything became like industrialized. Okay, so all people moved to the industrial sector, so they don't wanted to do the agricultural things, they directly moved to the factories. So car manufacturing, a lot of machines. Okay, so machines slowly started to rule the world. So initially there was land which was ruling the world, then came your machines. Okay, machines started ruling the world, but these are all like hard machines. Okay, hardwares. Okay, third came the information age. Okay, so information age means knowledge workers. Okay, that is your IT sector. Okay, so all the computers started coming in, phones, mobile phones, internet. Okay, so lot of platforms started coming in. Okay, so this particular thing we called as people involving in this called as knowledge workers. Okay, so these people started ruling the world, they became like the superior one in the society. Okay, so till this mostly would have been known very well. So currently, okay, that too actually this book was actually written in 2006, but actually it is very much suitable for this 2020. Okay, so we are currently living in an age called as conceptual age. Okay, that is creators and empathizers. Okay, so what is this conceptual age is about? Okay, so you would have already seen in newses and other articles. Okay, so this lot of people are being like thrown out from the IT sectors, or from every company is starting to reducing their employees. Okay, so why they are like doing this? Because they are like the workload is less, so now they are getting very less number of projects. So that is one thing. Second thing is already something is established. Okay, for example, imagine there's a project for creating a software for a bank. Okay, for an ATM machine. Okay, so that particular project comes to you. What we will be doing? We will be completing the project in some 2 to 3 years. Okay, so the ATM machine is ready, we'll be placing the machine. So the team, so imagine there was like 10 members working in the team. Okay, once this project is done, you don't need the 10 members in your team, because your ATM machine is ready. You just need 1 or 2 members to monitor your ATM machine. Okay, just to manage the controls of your ATM machines. Okay, so this remaining eight people will be left without any job. Okay, so this is what currently happening in every sector, not just IT sector, even in everything, because most of the things are automated nowadays. Okay, so as everything is automized, now we are living in a world where new creations are expected. Okay, for example, I hope all of you would be having a smartphone. Okay, so even a child now born is like it's coming up with a smartphone. Okay, so smartphone is made very mandatory for everyone. Okay, but think how much years you are having a single smartphone. Okay, for example, currently if somebody is having some particular model of a smartphone, after some 2 years you will be having some other model in your hand. Okay, why is that particular thing happening? And another thing is the smartphones don't work for very longer durations. Okay, once upon a time there was a brand called as Nokia, where the phone still somebody will be like using it. Okay, so the basic models of Nokia phone. Okay, but currently the smartphones, it comes with a maximum life of like 2 years to 3 years. Okay, why is that? Because they are updating the features then and there. Then only they can survive. If they can create a phone and there is no update made it, okay, or there is no new features added, then they can't produce any new products. Then the entire people working in that particular uh, phone company will be like losing their jobs. Okay, so there should be a new creation. If there is no new creation, then there is no job. Okay, so this is the ultimate thing. Okay, then who is going to create that new job? Okay, or a new thing? Okay, so that is the question mark. Okay, so you can see here there is a brain guy. Okay, so flying around. So creativity is my superpower. Okay, so now we are living in the world with lot of people with superpowers. Okay, so those people you would have watched like Avengers or like Justice League, all the comic heroes. Okay, but here we are talking about real life heroes. Okay, where the superpower is measured by their creativity. Okay, so imagine you are living in a world full of superheroes and you don't have any power. How will you feel? Okay, so this is how it's going to be once you enter into the job market. Okay, so there is going to be like a huge competition around you. There is going to be your seniors, there is going to be your juniors, and even your batchmates. Okay, but how you are going to shine unique among all these other peoples? Okay, so that's where this creativity comes up. Okay, so this creativity is one of the very good superpower that everybody can have to survive in the current age of creativity. Okay, so this is another book that I want to mention. If somebody have time, you can buy this book. Okay, so Creative Superpowers by Laura Jordan Branch. Okay, so this book also talks about how to create, how to have this creative superpowers, and how you have to equip for the age of creativity. Okay, so if you have time, try to go through this book. Okay, so this is why this particular topic is added in your workshop, that currently we are living in age of creativity. Next slide. So now we know what is creativity. Now we know why there's a need of this creativity. Okay, now we'll move how to acquire this creativity. Okay, how to become creative. Okay, or how to have a good creative contents. Okay, so I'm just going to give some basic tips. Okay, so for example, I'll start with some in between. I'll say a small story to relate with this. Okay, the first one here you can see is like you should have a good knowledge base. Okay, so if you don't have any knowledge, you can't be creative, because it's like you don't have anything inside your left brain. Okay, so there should be something inside your left brain which can be converted into creativity by your right brain. Okay, if you don't have anything, if your left brain is completely empty, you can't create something out of nothing. Okay, so you should have something. Okay, so that's why there is a good knowledge base. So good knowledge base doesn't mean that you have to have a above 8 cgpa or about 9 cgpa, something like that, or should have like a very good skill, you should have very good scores in all the subjects. So it's not like that. The knowledge can be anything. Okay, the knowledge can be anything. Lot of entrepreneurs, okay, lot of ceos of, or like owners of the many companies are like an uneducated persons, or they would have been like a dropped out from a school or from a college. Okay, so this is how they are like, but that doesn't mean that they don't have any knowledge. Okay, if they don't have any knowledge, they wouldn't have been in that particular place like that now. Okay, so a good knowledge is something which you acquire by any means. Okay, for example, something would have been learned from your parents, something from your friends, something from your neighbors, something from your relations. Okay, or something from the society. Okay, through some mode you gain some knowledge. Okay, so first, that is the basic thing, you should have some basic knowledge about something. Okay, then second thing is constant curiosity. Okay, so what is curiosity? So this curiosity actually everybody had in your childhood. I think currently you are like losing all your curiosities. Okay, so curiosity is like you see something and you become curious, what is it, you want to explore it. Okay, for example, in childhood, your parents will say you should not do something, then you become very curious. Okay, so I want to do that. If your parents will say you should not go to that particular room, but what will you do, you will go to that room because you want to, you became curious and you want to explore what is inside that room. So your parents told you should not go inside that room. Okay, so that's what curiosity. Okay, so this curiosity is like mother of your creations. Okay, if there is no curiosity, there is not going to be any creations. Okay, you should be curious about something, you should start exploring. Okay, so that's what actually missing in our classroom sessions. Okay, so you people are like not curious and sitting just blindly listening to the lectures. Okay, if you don't have any curiosities, then there is not going to be any new creations coming out of your classrooms. Third one is to allow oneself to doubt about everything. Okay, so we have some, I think in every class there will be like one person having doubts. Okay, but unfortunately all the others will not like that particular person. Even sometimes the faculties also will not like that particular person having doubts. Okay, but actually asking doubts is the one thing which is going to make you a creative person and a successful person. Okay, so you should start asking lot of doubts. Okay, so and you should start doubt everything that you see. Okay, for example, somebody said something. Okay, you should not blindly agree to it. Okay, even whatever you are studying in your books, okay, you should not blindly agree to everything. You should doubt why it is like that. Okay, once upon a time there was a many every people thought that the world is flat. Okay, so imagine in every textbooks they have printed world is flat, and you are studying that world is flat. What people will be doing? They will be studying. They will write the exam. Yeah, earth is flat. They will be like moving on. Okay, but how we finally concluded that earth is not flat? Because somebody doubted it. Okay, so the person doubted it. It's not flat. How it should be flat? Because I see it's not like a flat thing. So then they explored the thing. Then they finally came with the conclusion that it is not a flat thing. Okay, so this is how your creativity comes up. Okay, so be curious and start doubting everything. Okay, if something is already present, don't think okay it's done, so we don't need to do something like that. Okay, doubt it. From that doubt, you will get some new invention out of that. Okay, for example, if already somebody saying like for cancer, this is a particular medicine already been invented. Okay, so what people will think, okay, somebody already found a drug for cancer, so I don't need to do further research on cancer. No, it's not like that. Even if something is already done, you can make or update it. Even you can update the drug, or you can find a new drug which is much better than the existing drug. Okay, if that's how your future goes on. Okay, for example, if you join in a pharmaceutical company, okay, so you will be even working on fever. For fever already there are hundreds of tablets available in market, but still you'll be given a project to find a tablet for fever. But how will you succeed in that? You have to see how your particular drug is going to be unique and different than the existing things. Okay, then you have to start exploring what is the contents available in the previous thing. Okay, so that's how new inventions are born. Okay, next one is experiment to the greatest possible extents. Okay, you should start experiment. Okay, so till the first three, this is just working inside your brain. You are not doing any physical activity. Okay, you are just observing, then you are becoming curious, you are exploring everything. Okay, it's all fine. Okay, but till that it's not going to come into the table. Okay, it's not going to start so you are not going to give life. Okay, only when you start doing experiments, okay, then you are giving life to your innovations. Okay, slowly you are doing experiments. Okay, sometimes the experiments can fail, so don't need to worry about that, but later you may get success. Even that failure results will give you some result. Okay, so you will know, okay, so this is not going to happen. Even that failures is good compared to doing nothing. Okay, so that is experimenting. Next one is search for underlying problems or beyond the obvious ones. You have to find out what are all the problems. Okay, so the problems can be anything. Okay, for example, it doesn't need to find a cure for corona. Okay, even that much bigger problem you don't need to find. Okay, you can find even a smaller problem in your home. There would be a small problem. Okay, for example, the light would have been like blinking for a long time. You should know why it's like blinking, whether you have to replace the new tube light, or is there is a problem in your switch or something. Okay, so you have to find, okay, what is the problem. It can be anywhere surrounding you. Okay, so you have to start finding the problems. Okay, search for the problems. Okay, if you don't have any problem, you can't create anything. Okay, so first problem is like very important for your creativity. Next one is active listening. Okay, so you should start listening to others. Sometime you can get some idea from somewhere. Okay, so somebody would have been talking something from that. There could have been a single word or a phrase during their talk which can convert into a new idea or a creation in your brain. Okay, so but for that you need to be a active listener. Okay, so this is like how you can acquire a creativity. Okay, so these are all the like the basic things, okay, or tips to acquire a creative knowledge. Okay, so before moving to the next slide, I want to share a small story. Okay, so this story will let you know how the creativity works. Okay, so the story goes like this. So there was a truck. Okay, so the truck was like going on a highway. So it's like a very tall truck, and it's like very long. Okay, so you would have been seen in like movies. It's like it will carry some huge goods. Okay, traveling from one state to another state, something like that. Okay, so this kind of travel truck is moving in a highway. So it was like going very fast. So there was a bridge in the highway. Okay, so the bridge is like for a railway track. Okay, so over the bridge, the it's there is a rail. Okay, for rail transport. Okay, so now this truck has to go beneath this bridge. Okay, but unfortunately the size of the truck is like huge. Okay, so what happens is, if your truck goes inside and under this bridge, it will get stuck in. But the driver was like not aware of all these things. Okay, so he was new to this road. So what he did, he went beneath the bridge. Okay, so what will happen eventually? The truck got stuck inside the beneath the bridge. So now driver got down. He don't know what to do. Okay, he was like very confused. Okay, he know very well about the truck. Okay, but still he don't know what to do with the truck. It got stuck. He was like taking all his accessories. He's trying to push that, pull it. He's asking for help. Okay, so after seeing this incident, uh, slowly crowd start to coming up to that area. So there was a very huge crowd surrounding the truck. Okay, they were trying to help the driver to move away the truck. Okay, but at that time the driver saw something, that is in the petrol tank, okay, so diesel tank of the truck, the diesel was started leaking. Okay, it's what started spraying because of the speed he entered under the bridge. There was a small damage to the petrol tank, diesel tank, and the diesel started flowing out of the truck. So now the entire truck, near to the entire truck area, there is like huge diesel. Okay, so at that time there was a person standing in the area. He's telling in 10 minutes there is going to be a train that is going to cross over the bridge. Okay, so what happens when the train crosses over the bridge? Because of that sparkling, okay, coming from the wheels, sometime because of the sparkle, there can be a fire accident that can happen because the diesel is flowing outside of the truck. Okay, so there can be lot of damages. Okay, so now they are like calling the police. The police are arriving to the area. They are like they are also trying to come up with new solutions to move out. They are bringing in a truck, okay, a bulldozer to push the truck out of this bridge. They are doing whatever they can to solve the issue. Okay, so in the same time there was a small boy standing in the corner watching all these incidents. Okay, so all these remaining people seemed like very tensed. Okay, they are like very stressed up. They were like full of sweat. They don't know what to do. They were like trying out lot of new things. But the small boy standing in the corner and watching all these incidents, he was like very, he was not bothered about anything. He was like smiling and watching all these things. He came slowly to the inspector, okay, the police helping in this process, and he was telling, sir, I have an idea to move this truck out of this bridge area. Okay, but the police didn't want to listen to the child. He was saying, here we are like some 20 to 30 members, even the fire service people are like helping in this process, but still even after that we couldn't able to solve this. You are like a very small boy, what kind of help you are going to do? Go to the corner and stand there, like that he told. And these people again started working. So it was going on for another 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so now in 2 to 3 minutes the train is going to pass. Okay, so now everybody got panicked, they don't know what to do. Then now this police again, he was turning to the side. Still that small boy was standing in the corner. Okay, so this small boy again, he was smiling and seeing the people and the police people, and he was like smiling. So this police don't know what to do. So what he did, he slowly went near the boy and he asked, okay, tell me what idea you are having. Okay, so now this boy started saying his idea. Okay, in 2 to 3 minutes the truck, they cleared out of the area. Okay, so I will say what is that idea. Before that, I want to ask the participants. This story is somewhat famous. I hope somebody would have been heard in the YouTube channels or like somewhere else. Okay, any thought? What kind of idea that boy would have been given? Participants, participants, you can add your ideas in chat box. Anyone else? Even you can like say it out through the mic. What would be the idea given by the boy to clear out the truck outside the bridge? So that is the question. Anyone? No, no idea. If you even have no idea, at least type that so I can say the answer. Yes, I don't know whether if somebody's typing or not. Anyone have an idea? No? He might have told them to dig some sand so that they can move the truck. Okay, so it's one of good idea. Any other ideas? I want to see if you people come up with some new ideas. Imagine you are standing in that area. What kind of thinking you will do? Fast, fast, somebody. And it's a good one, Derina. Yeah. I will say the answer, but still, I want like one more if somebody else have any other idea. Yeah, participants, yeah, it doesn't mean to you have to just chat. You can even unmute your mics and you can say your thoughts. Anyone? I just need one more so I can say the answer. I want to see if somebody's having any idea. First, stop leakage. Okay, Snega. Yeah, okay. Yes, that's a good thing. Can stop a leakage, but still you have to come out because already lot of spill happened around the truck. Okay, so even that is like dangerous because train is going to come in some 2 to 3 minutes. Any other? Okay, so I'll say the answer. In the meanwhile, if you have some other idea, you can post it in the chat box. Okay. So actually, the idea is like very very simple. After hearing, you will know. Okay, so it's like the boy told to puncture the tires of the truck. Okay, so yeah, somebody and Jeffrey now posted it. So puncture the tires of the truck. Okay, because you would have seen the wheels of the trucks. It will be like very huge. Okay, so that itself will be occupying a huge space. Okay, so the boy just asked the police to puncture the tires of the wheels. Okay, so they did it, and it will not take huge time. Okay, within a minute or two, all the pressure in the tire got low, and the roof of the truck also came down from the bridge. Okay, then easily they pushed the truck outside the bridge area. Okay, so this was the idea given by that boy. Okay, so now we will think actually there could be more ideas for this, but this was a very easy one came from the mind of that boy. Okay, so from this story you can understand one thing. Okay, so there was a driver who know very well about this truck. He was driving this truck for very long time. He have a very good knowledge about this truck. Okay, but due to the pressure and due to the stress he had, he couldn't able to find the solution for this. Then came the police and the fire service people. Even though they are experienced and skilled for doing certain things, they couldn't even find a solution for this. Okay, because even they are like stressed with their work and they are like matured people. They grow up. Okay, but why the small boy could able to find the solution for this? Okay, so the answer is when you are child. Okay, it's not just that small boy. Every one of us present here, when we are like small and when we are like a child, we had lot of innovations and lot of creativity in our mind. Okay, actually our right side brain was working more than our left side brain. Okay, but what happened is eventually either unfortunately because of our education system as well as our society, slowly we started taking the left brain more than our right brain. Okay, so we gave preference to our left brain more than our right side brain. Okay, so like how we grew up from the child to become an adult, our creativity level got decreased slowly. Okay, so that's how you lost your creativity now. Okay, so the first best thing to be a creative person is bring out your child out. Okay, so you have to, there is a child hiding inside all of you. Okay, so you still have your same childhood inside you. Okay, but the thing is, you are hiding with lot of things. Okay, you will think, okay, so they will say that we are not mature enough. Okay, I'm an adult, I should be like this, I should not be like a child, something like that. Okay, actually it's not like that. If you are having your childness inside you, okay, and if you try to wake up that child inside you, you can be more creative than anybody else in this world. Okay, so that's the best idea that I can give for you. Okay, so take out the child which is like hidden inside you. Okay, take it out, bring that child outside of your mind. Okay, then you start becoming more creative. Okay, so this particular slide I'm not going to explain much, so this I'll leave to you. Just I'm going to give some small thing. So these are some ways to create or boost your creativity. Okay, for example, do lot of research on whatever topic you are stuck. Okay, so you want to find some solution, first start doing a research on the topics. Then six hats techniques. Okay, so six hats means you have to put yourself under the perspective of different people. Okay, for example, you want to find a solution for something, you have to feel that you are inside that situation. Okay, for example, uh, imagine you are stuck inside a or to say like inside a well. Okay, or like a bore well. Okay, you would have seen a lot of incidents happen due to this bore well stuck. Okay, so imagine you are the child who stuck inside the bore well beneath some particular depth. Okay, so instead of thinking like an outside person, think what all things you will face when you are inside. Okay, so from that perspective you will find a lot of solutions. Okay, so this is what the six hats technique means. Okay, so instead of just being an outsider and trying to find the solution, try to be the insider. Okay, put it inside different perspective, different people. Okay, so how this is going to affect this person, how this is going to affect the next person. Okay, then you will come up with the best solution. Okay, third one is sleep on it. Okay, so sleep on it means you don't need to rush for a solution. Okay, that's the major problem with us. Okay, so tomorrow is within tomorrow I have to find the solution, something like that will be like rushing. Okay, so don't do like that for some things. Okay, so give some incubation time. Okay, have some little patience. Okay, and sometime for a solution for a problem that came in last year, you can find the solution after some 2 years. Okay, so sometime it needs some time. Okay, or sometime you need some patience for coming up with the creativity. Okay, don't stress up much. Next one is go back to childhood. So that's what the story I was telling earlier for you. Next one is draw. Okay, so draw means you need to sketch everything. Okay, whatever you are planning, whatever you are visualizing, what you can do is sketch it out. Okay, or like write it out. Okay, then only it will be physically present. So this particular thing is lost in the current generation people. Okay, currently we are not using any pen, paper, anything. Okay, we are just having our smartphones. We are not noting down anything. Okay, so because of this itself, we are losing our creativity. Okay, so best practices, sketch something or write something, whatever comes to your mind. Okay, so next one is change of scenery. Okay, so you would have seen whenever a writer wants to write a new book or write a new story, they will be going to some hill stations or some lake areas which is like a very like a peaceful, something like that. Okay, so this actually works. Okay, so whenever you are like alone, okay, or in a peaceful area or a different location, you can come up with the new creative ideas and solutions. Okay, next one is think in reverse. Don't always think what should be the final output, go in reverse something. Okay, for example, instead of thinking about the output, sometime you can also think what you don't expect from that output. Okay, for example, you want to find a solution for a drug for a corona. Okay, instead of thinking about the but a final drug component, think what should not be the side effects because of this drugs. Okay, so like that you can think, from that you can screen your final. Okay, so this is how think in reverse works. Next one is don't stop at one solution. Okay, for example, you are trying to find a solution for some problem, you easily came up with one solution, but don't stop with that. Okay, try to find some other solution. Sometimes the second solution can be better than the first solution. Okay, so don't stop at the first solution. Okay, So then slow down and be deprivation. Okay, so avoid existing works. Okay, so this deprivation is like very very important. Okay, for example, if you are this is like, for example, if there is a music director, you want to compose a music for a new movie. Okay, so the best advice is not to listen to the music from other composers or even from his earlier composing. Okay, what will happen is sometime your brain unknowingly will copy something, okay, and come into the picture. Okay, so that's what happened in our Indian movies. Okay, you would have seen a lot of copycat movies, copycat scenes, copycat songs, everything. Okay, because sometime others work or your own work from older things can avoid your creativity. Okay, it won't allow you to come up with new creations. Okay, so you will just try to copy it. Okay, so these are all some ideas to boost your creativity. Okay, so with that, almost the topic of creativity is over. Finally, I will conclude with one thing. So this particular slide we are going to do as an activity also for this creativity session. Okay, so I request all the participants to be like to keenly observe the PPTs. Okay, so I'm going to introduce to you to a new term called as Kanban. Okay, so what is mean by Kanban? So any idea after seeing this image? Any idea for the participants? What is mean by Kanban? Almost the inputs are available here. Have anybody heard this term before? What is mean by Kanban, or what this particular slide is going to mean? Okay, so I'll start. If you get some idea, just post it here. Okay, because we are running out of time, so I'll directly move to the topic. Okay, so what is this Kanban? Okay, so Kanban is a Japanese word. You can see here. Okay, so there's a Japanese text written here. Okay, so Kanban is a Japanese term. Okay, which is actually have a meaning signboard or billboard in Japanese. Okay, so I got some comments from Dross. Might be a creative tool for scheduling. Yeah, it's almost right. Then Krishna Prabha signboard. Yeah, you got from here. Fine. So yeah, coming back to the topic. Okay, so Kanban is like a signboard or billboard, which is like a Japanese term. Okay, so it came up with the Japanese people. Okay, it's like a scheduling system for lean manufacturing and just-in-time manufacturing. Okay, so we call short term. It's called as JIT. JIT. Okay, so the founder of this Kanban is Taichi Ono. Okay, so he's an industrial engineer at Toyota. So you would have known about Toyota Automobile Company. Okay, so the manufacturer of Toyota cars, all these things. Okay, so Toyota is a Japanese company. So there was an industrial engineer called as Taichi Ono. Okay, so he developed this Kanban to improve manufacturing efficiency. Okay, but how he came up with this term called as Kanban? Okay, so once he went to a store, okay, a supermarket kind of store. So there he saw a signboard. Okay, say a billboard or signboard. So in that board, there they were like writing, for example, Maggie or some raw material, some products. Okay, so they know they wrote the name of the products, then they wrote some numbers near to the products. Okay, so those numbers are like, so usually before that he saw these kind of billboards everywhere, but usually what numbers they'll be writing is how much stock is like they need. Okay, so how much is like they need to order. Okay, so here in Kanban, what they did, sorry, here in this particular supermarket, what they did, they had three columns. Okay, how much stock they bought, how much stock it's currently available in their particular supermarket, how much they need to order more. Okay, so likewise they are like given specifications. Okay, so from that he came to an idea. Okay, so whenever we plan for some work, okay, or whenever we are doing some going to do some project or some work which is going to run for a longer time, we need to plan it properly. Okay, so instead of having some one number, we are having three things. Okay, how much is already came, how much is currently in stock, how much we have to order for the future. Similarly, this particular thing they framed in a different form, you can see here. Okay, so this kind of board you would have seen in somewhere. Okay, so the first column is to do. What are all the things that you planning to do? Okay, so it can happen within 1 month, it can be like for after 2 years, it can be like anything. Okay, for example, if there are some second years in this participants list, what you are going to do after your final year, even that you can plan now from now on. Okay, second thing is analysis. Okay, doing and done. You have to analyze, you have to develop, you have to test it, finally it will move to the done section. Okay, so whether it's in analysis part, whether it is in development part, whether it is in testing part, and whether it is completed or not. Okay, so likewise you have to segregate your plans or segregate your tasks. Okay, so this Kanban is a framework used to implement the creative development in all the major organizations. Okay, most of the MNCs currently they are using this Kanban tool to implement the creative development. Okay, so there will be a separate team called as creative team in every organizations. Okay, so during their meetings and during the discussions, they will be using this tool called as Kanban. Okay, so it requires, so the main character of this Kanban is it requires real-time communication of capacity and full transparency of the work. Okay, so this records all the details in real time. Okay, so today I have done something, directly I will upload what I have did today. So what I have to do tomorrow will be available, so I will be doing it on the next day. Okay, so that real time communication should be there and full transparency of the work should be there. Okay, so you should not hide something. Okay, for example, you did something today. Okay, so you should update it immediately. I have completed this. Okay, so others don't need to repeat the same thing again. Okay, so this transparency is needed while doing this Kanban. Okay, next thing is work items are represented visually on a Kanban board, allowing the team members to see the state of every piece of work at any time. Okay, so this Kanban sometimes can be used for a single person or for a team. Okay, usually whenever you are going for an job, you will be working in a team. Okay, so tomorrow's first topic is on the teamwork. Okay, so for this teamwork, this Kanban is like very useful. Even if you are planning to do something individually, this Kanban is going to be very useful. Okay, because it provides you real time data on how you are proceeding with your plans. Okay, so the basic principle of this Kanban is like you will be having a proper visualization, that is proper planning. You will limit the work in progress. You will like segregating which you have to do on which particular time, like that you can easily segregate the things. Third one is manage the flow. What is currently going on, what is already completed, what is planned in the future. Likewise you can manage the flow easily through this Kanban tool. Next one is transparency. You will have a proper transparency. For example, some project is done by some team members. Okay, for example, you are like you will be doing your final year project soon. Okay, so during that time, if there will be like 3 members to 4 members per project team. Okay, you four combine, you have to do a single project. Okay, so at that time also you can use this Kanban tool. Okay, what is done, or sometime you will be like dividing the thing task. You do this thing, I will do this thing, like that you will be dividing the task. Okay, even at that time you will be having a proper transparency. Okay, so that the same task doesn't need to be repeated by another person. Last thing is measure and improve. You will also finally validate how your plan went, whether it went successfully or not. Okay, for example, for a particular task you planned for 2 days. Okay, but it took 4 days. Okay, so from that you will come to know this particular task needs 4 days. Okay, so next time when you are planning a similar task, you will update and you will make it as a 4-day plan instead of a 2-day plan, because which is not going to happen. Okay, so this is how a Kanban tool works. Okay, so this particular thing you are going to do as an activity post this session. So for which I will show you what tool you are going to use. Okay, so I have created a tool for a demo for you. Okay, so you can see the tool here. Yeah, so I'll go to the home page so you can know about the tool. Okay, So go to Google and just type the name Kanban tool. Okay, so Kanban. Okay, Kanban tool. Okay, so this is the name of the tool. Okay, so this has a free trial for now. Okay, for all of you, and even after that, for basic works, you don't need to have a paid version. Okay, you can use directly with the free version. Okay, only for having collaborations with others, or like to have a huge level of task, then only it is you need a paid version. For basic works, whatever we are doing currently, or even after you went for a job, you don't need a paid version. Okay, this free version itself is fine. Okay, so what you need to do is Google Kanban tool, enter in, create your own account. Okay, so create an account of your own. Okay, then you have to create new board. You can see an option here, create new board. Okay, so go to this create new board. Okay, so if you go to this create new board, you will get a sheet like this. Okay, right, yeah, you will get a sheet like this. Already I have made some edits, so you'll get a sheet without this yellow columns. Okay, so there is going to be only 3 columns in a Kanban tool. First column is to do, second column is in progress, third column is done. Okay, so that is what is already completed. Okay, so here you can see a small plus symbol, add the task. Okay, so this add a task, when you click it, you can get a table like this. Okay, so you can give a name to this task. Okay, for example, I need to attend the session 4 tomorrow. Okay, so session 4 I need to attend. Okay, so this is comes under to do. You can change whether it is like to do or whatever it is. Okay, you can to do or in progress or done, anything like that. Okay, and even whether it's like a you can give the title. Currently now I am adding it in like college related works, and you can have the colors based on which, for example, yellow means it's not like that urgent, strong red means it's like very urgent, pink, violet, like that you can give colors, and these colors can indicate things. Okay, and you can give descriptions what this particular thing is, what you need to do actually. Okay, so here actually you can insert images, you can insert links, and lot of things. Okay, and you can even add some attachments also from your computer or from a different task. Okay, so and you can assign a priority, whether it's like high priority, normal, or low priority. You can give a due dates. Okay, then you can assign it to yourself, or if it's like a teamwork, you can assign for your entire team. Okay, so once you completed, you can just create and close. Okay, or create and add next, something like that you can do. Okay, so you'll finally uh, get to a new task. Okay, so similarly your task post the session is you have to create a Kanban board. Okay, which is going to have what currently your works you are doing in progress. Okay, in progress, what are all the done works you have done. You can just take for this 2020, for year 2020, what are all the works currently you are doing in progress, what are the things you have completed, done, what are the things you are planning to do. Okay, so this is going to be your next activity. You are going to create this thing, you are going to add this thing, you can give any color, anything, fine. Okay, once you have completed all these this filling this table, go to this tools. Okay, so there's an option called as tools. Okay, so in that there will be a thing called as take a screenshot. Okay, so what you need to do is just click this button, take a screenshot. Okay, what it will do is it will take the screenshot of your table alone. Okay, so and it will be getting saving that particular screenshot as a image. Okay, so once you have saved the image, okay, so you can have it in your mobile or in your PC itself. Okay, see, you can see I have taken the screenshot of my particular thing. Okay, so this thing for example, if you are working in a college or office, you can paste it in a board or anywhere. Okay, or you can share with your friends, anything. Okay, what you have to going to do for this activity is you create this table, take a screenshot, save as image. Finally you are going to turn this or submit this screenshot as your proof for this particular task. Okay, so this particular image, it should be renamed with your name. Okay, and underscore Kanban. Okay, so your name underscore Kanban. Finally you have to add it in the Google Classroom. Okay, so this is the activity, and with that, currently the session 3 is over. Yeah, so we came to the end of the session, and thank you all for listening patiently for the previous 1 hour about this session. And if you have any questions, you can unmute your mic and ask directly, or even you can put it in the chat box. So till somebody comes up with
A
a hint,
restless guy
I want you to watch this video.
cannot be an inventor. You may say, no, it's a restless guy cannot be an inventor. You may say, no, it's contrary. Some scientists were very restless. Archimedes was very restless. Well, when did he find the principle? Not when he was restless, when he went into the tub and relaxed. Newton struggled all his life, but when he felt completely desperate and he just went and sat below the tree and just relaxed, and his brain got so tired of thinking and calculating, and when he took a moment of rest, that's when the apple fell, that's when he found out the gravity. So if you really, with keen observation, look at every invention on this planet, it has come when people have gotten over the restlessness, desperation, dejection, and arrived at a point of breakdown and relaxed. In that moment of total relaxation, a contentment, creativity has come. A person who is content, he exuberates certain joy, certain vibrations which everyone would love to have.
If you like this video,
So I hope you have watched this video, and the audio is also like audible to all of you. What you got from this video? What thing they are saying in this video? So with that, I want to conclude this session. Any thoughts about this video? What they are trying to say from this video? Participants? Work restless on your interest. Actually, it's not they are saying. What they are saying is like actually be relaxed. Yeah. So Derina is saying be relaxed so we can be creative. Okay. So you should have the idea. Okay. So the idea should actually make you restless, but you won't get the idea when you are like restless. Okay. When once all the restless is gone and you are coming to a patient state, that's what I told. You should have some patience. You should give some incubation time. Okay, only when you are having. So Divya has also added a comment. Work should be done peacefully and calmly so that it result into some good work. Okay, so don't rush up things. Okay, if you try to stress your brain or like pressurize your mind, you won't come up with any solutions. Okay, or your mind won't become creative. Okay, it's not like something like a code you type in and you get some output. Okay, it's not like that. You have to give some patience, you have to give some free time. Okay, so when you allow that, already you have put lot of thoughts into your brain and you became restless. Okay, so now that output will come when you became patience. Okay, or when you become, when you take some rest or have some peace. Okay, so that's where that's why they tell, okay, whenever you are like alone, okay, whenever you are not thinking about anything, you will get some new ideas. Okay, so try to implement this in your life. You will see lot of fruitfulness in your future. Okay, because you are going to be in a age of creativity where there is going to be a huge competition. If you don't have any creativity, you can't survive in this world. Okay, if you are like a person who just copy paste things, okay, or just do whatever commanded by your higher personals, you are not going to be a successful person in your life. Okay, only when you are like being creative, unique, and trying to do some things new, okay, having your own style. Okay, we used to say this person is having his or her own style. Okay, only then you can able to shine in your life and succeed in your life. Okay, so it always doesn't mean you have to be like create new things. Okay, it also means you can do or uh, do some things in your own way. Okay, so even that is creative. Okay, so it doesn't mean if you don't find out law of gravity, you are not a creator. Okay, it's not like that. Whatever work you do, whatever things you do it in your own way, or in your you find out new ways to do that particular job. Okay, then even then you will be called as a creative person. Okay, so with that we'll end the session. So the attendance and the feedback for the session I will post now. Okay, so you can uh, post your feedbacks as well as attendance, after which the assignment, okay, so the activity will be posted in our Google Classroom. Okay, so try, if possible, try to complete. There is no time limit actually for this. Okay, I have not given any time limit, but try to complete this by today. So we'll go through your documents, and we'll discuss, if possible we can discuss tomorrow. Okay. So Derina have asked one question. I have not seen it. It's a Kanban tool, a kind of reminder tool. Actually, it's not like a reminder tool. We can say it as a reminder. We have a reminder app in your mobile. It's not simply a reminder tool. It also will have all the details. You can collaborate with people, and most of the current MNCs, all the high-level companies, they are using this Kanban tool. Okay, so they will be using either some other top software, but everything is a Kanban tool actually. Okay, it's not just that Kanban tool software is a Kanban tool. The final, even you can use a board. Okay, for example, you could have seen a office room. Okay, there will be like a board, there will be written lot of things. Okay, even that is like a Kanban tool. It's also act as a reminder tool that we can accept, but it's beyond that reminder tool. Okay, so